Well, hello, everybody. Miss Broaddus here. I wanted to ask for your help. My friend Kate is not doing so well with addition and subtraction word problems. Would you mind helping me teach her how to do them? She adds when she's supposed to subtract and subtract when she's supposed to add. She's sitting right over there. Would you help me show her how to do word problems? Yes? Oh, thank you so much. Let me introduce you to her. But she's a little cuckoo, so just beware. Hey, Kate! Someone wants to meet you.
Well, hi, everybody. My name's Kate. I am 4 years old, and, what's your name? Oh, nice name. I heard Miss Broaddus whisper to you that I don't know how to do word problems. I don't. Would you help me out? Yeah? All right. Thank you so much.
We need to start by explaining what addition and subtraction mean. Can you tell me what addition means? Yeah, good job. Can you tell me what subtraction means? Man, you guys are awesome. Let's show Kate. Kate, you ready? This is addition, and it means to put together. This one is subtraction, and it means to take apart. But I have a simpler way for you to do that. So Kate's going to do it with me. She's over there. You just can't see her. All right, so we're going to move our arms to show the addition and the subtraction sign. Here we go. When you add, you put together. Did you see how my arms made the addition sign? And they came together. Cool. And when you subtract, you take apart. Like that. You got to pull it away because subtraction is like going away. Let's try it together, Kate. You want to do it with me? You ready? Put your arms up. When you add, you put together. When you subtract, you take apart.
When you add, you put together. When you subtract, you take apart. Shing, 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 shing. When you add, you put together. When you subtract, you take apart.
Okay, Kate. I think you got it. Were you using swords? Goodness. Boys and girls, will you practice saying that chant with me? Arms up, everyone. Wait a minute. I don't see you doing it. Come on. You can do this. Get those arms up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. When you add, you put together. When you subtract, you take apart.
When you add, you put together. When you subtract, you take apart.
When you add, you put together. When you subtract, you take apart.
When you add, you put together. When you subtract, you take apart.
When you add, you put together. When you subtract, you take apart.
When you add, you put together. When you subtract, you take apart.
When you add, you put together. When you subtract, you take apart.
When you add, you put together. When you subtract, you take apart.
When you add, you put together. When you subtract, you take apart. Now I get it. When you add, you put together. When you subtract, you take apart. But wait, Miss Broaddus, put what together and take what apart?
That's a great question, Kate. It all depends on the story. I mean, what is the story all about? So you have to think of a word problem not as a word problem, but more of as a story. So don't worry about the problem. It's just a story. Let's try one, Kate. You ready? But with no numbers. We'll do a few with no numbers. Kate, I can see her. Put those numbers down.
Oh, these numbers? Okay, but I think they're going to be upset with us.
Kate, I promise those numbers will be okay. Put them on the board right behind you so we can get started on our story.
All right, then. No numbers, just a story. I'm ready. Go ahead. Tell me a story, Miss Broaddus.
Here's our first story. One beautiful day, there were some boys riding some bikes on the sidewalk. Guess what? There were some girls riding on the sidewalk as well. How many children were there all together? Okay, one more time. There were some boys riding their bikes on a sidewalk and some girls riding their bikes on a sidewalk. How many children are there all together? Now, Kate, you need to be able to see the kids in your mind. So you have to really kind of think about those kids riding those bikes. And that kind of tells the story in your brain. Can you see them? Kate, where are you?
Yes, ma'am. I see kids on the bikes.
Well, the story was asking you how many children were riding their bikes today. That was the question.
Let me remember. I'm thinking. When you add, you put together. When you subtract, you take apart. This is a put-together story, Miss Broadus. We're going to add.
Way to go, Kate. I knew you could do it. You're right. The question was asking how many children were all together. And so, yes, that's an addition, put together story. Let's try a few more without numbers. Ready? Okay, I have some red flowers and I have some blue flowers and I put them in a vase. How many do I have all together? Kate, you had a bike to show them. Do you have any flowers to show them?
No, I only see yellow weeds in your grass.
Kate, I don't think you're going to find the flowers in your nose. That's okay. We don't have any flowers, I know. I want to help you through this story, so I'm going to show you some pictures. But remember, these stories are not going to have any numbers. No numbers. So all you have to decide in your head is if this is an adding, put together, or subtracting, take apart story. Will you help Kate figure these out? Okay, perfect. Here's the story about the flowers again. Here we have some red flowers and blue flowers. Now I know you only see one in each circle, but let's pretend there's a whole bunch, a lot of red and a lot of blue. The question was, if I had red flowers and blue flowers and put them in a vase, how many would I have all together? Does that mean we're going to add or subtract? When we put things together, that means we're going to add. You add them together. So this would be an addition problem. Let's try another one. Look at all of those clouds in the sky. Wow, they're beautiful. Not just one, there's a whole bunch of them. See them in the circle? That's right. Ooh, the wind is coming and it's blowing some of them away, but a few stay, so I can see them. How many clouds are left? Will this be an addition or subtraction? That's right, it would be subtract. Because if clouds are going away, that's another way of saying take away or take apart, right? And that leads us to subtraction. So Kate, what do you think now? Are you understanding better when to add and when to subtract?
I get it now. But can we put some numbers in the story? I think they're crying. There you go. It's okay.
Yes, Kate, we sure can. Here's a few stories with the numbers this time, and your job will be to decide if these are add, put together, or subtract, take apart problems. Here we go. Juan sees 3 red birds in a tree. Carla sees 5 blue birds in a tree. How many birds are there all together? Now think about your strategies. Is this a put together or take apart? And then tell me the answer. Ready? Go. You got it. This was a put together word problem. It asked how many birds were all together, which tells you to count them all together. And you can see here it says 3 plus 5 equals 8 birds. When it started raining this morning, some worms came out to play. I spotted 5 of them in the mud. Then one of the worms wiggled away. How many worms are still playing in the mud? Is this a put together or take apart? Think about it and then tell me your answer. Go. Wow, you're doing great. I'm so proud of you guys. You're absolutely right. This is a take apart problem because the worms wiggled away, which means they went away, and that means take apart. This would be a subtraction problem. So I have there 5 take away 1 equals 4 worms. Hey, Kate, tell me, how do you feel about word problems now?
I love them. When you add, you put together. When you subtract, you take apart. When you add, you put together. When you subtract, you take apart. But I also learned to listen to the story. It's not all about the numbers. Although I love them, I know it's not all about them. It's what's going on in the story.
I am so proud of Kate. You did great. Way to go. Let's do the addition and subtraction chant one more time. Will you do it with us, please? Okay, ready? Arms up. Here we go. When you add, you put together. When you subtract, you take apart.
When you add, you put together. When you subtract, you take apart.